Foundations. Foundation 1. Love God above all else and with all you've got. Day 4. An undivided heart. Did you know that it is possible to stand in the northern and southern hemispheres at the same time? Just north of Quito, Ecuador, the equator, the line that separates the northern and southern hemispheres of the earth, crosses a place called Mitad del Mundo, the middle of the world. A bright yellow line shows where north meets south, and if you visit, you can stand with one foot in each hemisphere. Closer to home, we might straddle a state line while on a road trip, and so stand in two states in one stride. Or we can be inside and outside simultaneously when standing in a doorway. While we can think of many ways to be in two places with our bodies, it's not so easy with our hearts. The Bible tells us that it's impossible to love God and love the world at the same time. God has delivered us from the domain of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his beloved Son. Colossians chapter 1, verse 13. We are plucked from one spot and firmly placed in another. When we get married, we say yes to that one person and no other. In the same way, God takes us to be his own exclusively. He wants to be our one and only. The psalmist David prayed this prayer for an undivided heart. Teach me your way, Lord, that I may rely on your faithfulness. Give me an undivided heart, that I may fear your name. I will praise you, Lord my God, with all my heart. I will glorify your name forever. Psalm chapter 86, verses 11 through 12. David knew how tempting it was to try to have his heart in two places at the same time, to love his way and God's way, to love the things of the world and the things of God. The Bible says it simply can't be done. Ask the Lord for his help as David did, to love God as he desires with all our hearts and no less. We must remember anew that he is the one and only true God who is worthy of our undivided attention. To dwell on, we cannot fully love God with a divided heart. To discuss, are you capable of doing multiple things well at the same time? How does one task suffer when your attention is divided? What competes for the space in your heart that should belong only to God? To memorize. Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may rely on your faithfulness. Give me an undivided heart, that I may fear your name. Psalm chapter 86, verse 11.